Hello, welcome. This is Blockchainbloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Metamask, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that not just Ethereum started to go up, which is extremely close to its all-time high right now, but Solana also back above 200 US dollar. And let's talk about these two tokens in today's video, and with a lot of focus on Ethereum as well, because there are interesting data which can help, boost the altcoin season in Q3, Q4. If it will happen, but actually the signs are pretty good right now. So guys, all this in today's video, and don't forget, every single day I bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchainbloom to keep you up to date. So very simple, if you would like to keep yourself up to date, just subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and now let's do it. So when we're looking at now Bitcoin price very quickly, we can see that Bitcoin is up 1%. So basically in the last 24 hours, so 120,609 US dollar. By the way, we had, the highest daily Bitcoin close ever yesterday. So that's a good sign for Bitcoin. But on the other hand, Ethereum in the same time in 24 hours went up more than 7%, 4,719 US dollar. And when we're looking at the top gainer, OKB going up because there's a burn thing with this token, and that's pushing up the price. Also, Thoughtcoin now up 28%. We have here Arbitrum Finance 22%, and many others doing pretty well. When we're looking at the losers, well, ENA 2.5% down, not a big issue, and no others basically here. Bitcoin candlestick chart, as you can see, yesterday we had here with 120,013 US dollar, the highest ever close for Bitcoin for the daily chart, and holding itself pretty well, very close to its previous all-time high. When we're looking at Bitcoin dominance, that's actually going down very nicely. Look, now close to the beginning of 59%, and this is a really good sign because that can boost the alts further. When we're looking at Ethereum price, it's basically, if you're looking at the present price, let's put the line, we are actually 4%, about 4% from its previous all-time high, which was set back in November 2021, around 4,800 something level. So we are very close. When we're looking at, the Ethereum Bitcoin pair, we can see that really here since May, Ethereum getting stronger and stronger than Bitcoin. So recently, who invested rather in Ethereum than Bitcoin, now their backs pumping better. But in long term, I'm still prefer Bitcoin, but actually now Ethereum is doing pretty well. So yeah, let's talk about these things. And as you can see here, it's the Bitcoin highest daily candle ever. But now let's focus a little bit on Solana as well, and then let's go back to ETH in more details. So now not just Ethereum is the one which is really started to go up, but it looks like Solana is catching up. And when we look again Solana's price, we can see that, look, here we were already at 204 US dollar, still above 200 US dollar. This is a very important level, and if we can break above it, stay above it, that could show a continue increase for the Solana price. And it looks like then it focuses on Ethereum, the other big guy, Solana, is also coming up. And usually after a while, the focus will shift a little bit on smaller altcoins. But now these are the hot ones, and Ethereum is the major hot one, put it this way. And because of this, let's now talk about in details a little bit about Ethereum and compare it to Ethereum 2021, how it is different now in 2025. So here is this post by Altcoin Daily, and you can see that Ethereum back in 2021 basically was, the base for the NFT mania, and also, we had DeFi summer kinda back in 2020. That was DeFi summer. Also, it went into 2021. So these were the major things for Ethereum. But now when we are very close to the previous all-time high, really 4% away. Then we have Ethereum ETFs hitting $1 billion net inflow in a day. That happened on the 11th of August. Then 401k can now hold crypto, therefore Ethereum. Stablecoin just hit a fresh all-time high. Actually, it's above now $280 billion, and you know Ethereum is a main player in this. The SEC has said ETH staking isn't a security. Clarity Act is coming in October, and Ethereum on exchanges at all-time lows. So basically, since 2020, the outflow is just bigger and bigger, and now you know the numbers on exchanges going down. So all these kind of things are definitely bullish for Ethereum, and the value of Ethereum, now that the institutions are buying so heavily, it's getting even higher and higher. So that's the reason why it's likely that it will break its previous all-time high and getting on higher levels. When we're looking at Ethereum as an asset, then we can see that among the top assets by market cap, it's already on a 22nd place, above now, we just took over MasterCard and Netflix right now. Bitcoin is at 6, but Ethereum is also catching up. So this could be a very, very interesting thing, how high Ethereum can go here. Then we have here that Ethereum could reach 8.5K if Bitcoin hits 150, because you know Ether's market cap has typically reached 35% of Bitcoins in the past cycle. So question, will now reach a higher percentage, but if just this stays, that could bring ETH to 8,500, which is already almost double from here. And when we're looking at the inflows, what I was talking about, you know, we have much bigger inflows than in Bitcoin. When we're looking at Bitcoin, then you can see here, when you look at the ETFs, 178 million in the 11th of August and 65 million on the 12th of August. When we're looking at the same on the same 2 days, the same data for Ethereum, above $1 billion just on the 11th of August, which is 5 times, more than 5 times than it entered into Bitcoin on that day. And now when we're looking at this $523 million yesterday on the 12th of August, that is 8 times more than they entered in Bitcoin. So it shows clearly how hot now Ethereum is. When we're looking at, you know, DeFi Llama, which shows, you know, the TVL in DeFi, we are almost back to the level, you know, the highest level which we had back in November 2021 when we were around all-time highs. So basically, we are getting very close to that, and then we can probably go higher and higher. We have here Tom Lee, Ethereum Treasury Bitmine, you know, ups ETH raised by $20 billion. So basically, now they raise 24.5 billion from its common stock shares to buy more ETH. So they keep pushing it. Here you have the ETH companies, and you have, you know, Tom Lee's company Bitmine. It's leading with 1.2 million Ethereum already. The value is $5.3 billion. And as you can see, they just pushing higher and higher and buying more Ethereum. As you can see it here, 20 billion is quite a heavy pocket, to be honest with you. So guys, that's it, I believe, for today. I wanted to always, as usual, focus on the main things what's happening. Now, really, Ethereum is doing pretty well. Solana is catching up, and it's worth to keep an eye on altcoins. We do know that it's important to prepare for altcoin season if it's really happening. Nothing is for granted, but now the likelihood for altcoin season is the highest since we had the peak in 2021. And yeah, we see how it's going to play out, but these numbers actually looking pretty good. Don't forget, a black swan event, something always can happen. Okay, so please be aware of it. Guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, very simple. You just subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And yes, see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.